I stopped accepting advice from people whose life I don't want. And that's most people. The truth is, only people that have given up on their hopes and dreams will tell you to do the same. And that's not someone who you should be taking advice from. If you ask any successful person how they got to where they are and how they achieved their success, the one common denominator in their answer will be that they never gave up in the face of hardship, especially when everyone else told them to give up. There is this common idea that you can only achieve success in creative industries if you're crazy lucky and it's a 1 in a million chance. But in reality, most people give up on their dreams before even starting. They kill the idea before the seed is able to grow. Or they start, and the second things start to get hard or don't go their way, they give up. That only leaves behind a small percentage of people who actually persistently chase these dreams. And I guarantee you, if you keep on going through hardships, you will achieve success one day. A really good example of this is actor Pedro Pascal. You all may know him as a really successful actor and think, what are you talking about? He's literally in every franchise, blockbuster hit, but his backstory is actually really inspiring. He only got his big break at 39, and he went to acting school, so he wanted to do this since he was 18. I believe he lived in New York City and he studied to be an actor or whatever, and he was working random small jobs for how many years is that? 20 years, nearly 20 years, bro. He was poor. He was a starving artist for nearly 20 years before he achieved his big break in Game of Thrones. And now look at him. He's literally in every single movie. That's such a clear example of... You can find examples like this in everywhere. 9 times out of 10, people have worked their asses off their entire lives to achieve the success you see, and you write it off as luck. And the truth is, anyone could achieve success if they only work hard and stay persistent. Another really good example of this, who I love, is Jonathan Larson, who was a playwright and director, I believe, in the 80s. Don't correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but he was a starving artist for about a whole decade. He wanted to be a musical writer, and he worked at a diner this whole time. His apartment was it didn't even pass health checks. Heater, he didn't have heating in his apartment, and it was 10 people living in one apartment. And he was living in New York City for years, trying to achieve the dream, the American dream or whatever, and become a successful playwright. But it just wouldn't happen for him, and all of his friends who were in the same circle as him started giving up, and his best friend tried to convince him to get some job in marketing or something, or writing ads or jingles, and it would get him out of poverty, because he was literally living in poverty to be an artist, and he refused to work that job. Instead, he literally chose to work at a diner rather than that job. His own loved ones, his own best friend told him to quit the job, even though he had the same dream as him as the beginning. He's okay, just get this job. Realistically, you need to survive. You can't live in poverty this whole time. You can't be the starving artist for the rest of your life. But he didn't listen. He blocked out all the noise, even if it was coming from his close family, because he knew in his heart what he wanted, and that he could achieve it if he kept on going. And at the end, he did. He changed the landscape of musicals. His play Rent, which was his most famous play, went on Broadway for 12 years, which is a really long time for people not familiar with this stuff. Anyways, there's a Netflix movie called Tick Tick Boom with his story, and it's not about his success, it's about his failure, but it's one of the most inspirational movies I've ever seen. There's something about the drive and the passion that really just inspires you. I would really recommend to check out that movie. Anyways, my point is, just because someone loves you, or your family, your close friends, that doesn't mean they know what's best for you. Sure, they have your best interest in their mind from their perspective, but they already have these preconceived notions about you because they know your past, they know your history. They think you can't do something because they're not in your head. Only you're in your head. You know what you truly want. So don't take advice from anyone. Be stubborn, be delusional, keep on going until you achieve your dream. But don't get me wrong, you can't be stubborn in the way that you're not willing to improve your craft. You should always be looking for ways to improve and grow, but never let your goals be swayed by anyone. Don't ask anyone for advice unless you want to wear their shoes in the next few 5, 10, 15 years. For me, for example, this is relevant for me because I feel I'd ask everyone for advice because I didn't want to hold the weight of my decision. I didn't want to look back and be oh, you decided this for yourself. So it was kind of I was coping. I'm I could blame it on my mom, I could blame it on my dad, or blame it on whoever I asked for advice. So take ownership of your actions, and always have an end goal in mind. I literally want to do everything. I want to pursue art. I like music. I want to freaking be a painter, even though I can't like draw or paint for shit. I want to I want to code. Like, I want to make an app. Like, I want to have a fashion line. I want to be a mathematician, low-key, I'm a nerd. Like, I want to study literature. I want to do everything. How are you expected to choose one thing? What the freak? Y'all hearing this? Anyways, I wanted to talk about the common quote which people use to like persuade you to specialize in one thing, which is a jack of all trades is a master of none. But I recently found this out via TikTok, so thank you. Like, I guess there's some benefit. The whole quote is, a jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. And ever since I heard that quote, I feel like the trajectory of my life has changed. Before, I always felt pressure, like, I gotta pick one thing. Like, do I want to be like an academic or do I want to be a creative? Like, that was always my rift. Like, because I love school. Like, I know nobody fucking loves school. Like, I'm low-key a nerd. Like, I like math, I like English, I like history, I like geography. Like, I literally like learning everything. But I also like to create. Ever since I was a kid, I made these little YouTube videos, and I like to like create stories or music, a little film. Like, I was so conflicted about picking between these two things. Like, it genuinely put me in an identity crisis. But now what I realized is I can literally do it all. What's stopping me? And I also found out this recently, like Leonardo da Vinci. Yo, I gotta check this. Let me fact check, guys, 1 second. Okay, guys, I was just fact checking because I didn't want to look stupid. Okay, same guy painted Mona Lisa. He wasn't only an artist, he was a freaking polymath. There's a whole word for this shit, okay? He was a, let me pull out the list. I want to get everything, okay? Italian polymath, okay? Draftsman, I don't even know what that is. Engineer, scientist, theorist, sculptor, and architect. Brother, I think, and I'm pretty sure he also invented parachutes, was it? Yeah. So why do we feel pressured, especially in our society today, to pick one thing? So now I've gotten inspiration to do everything. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Don't pick one thing, do everything. And yeah, that's my app for today. Tune back for more and watch my videos. It's really cool. Do you guys like my show? Okay, bye.